Another ranked matchup here coming for Union College field hockey. Today they'll be taking on Ithaca College, number 22 in the country. They're 7-2 coming into today, with a loss coming against ranked Ursinus and an 0-1 loss against Cortland earlier in the season. Ball around midfield, Union able to push it towards their offensive end of the field, down the sideline into the corner. Union coming into today 5-4, but they've played a large portion of ranked games. This will be their 4th of the season. They've dropped all of those so far, but they've been tight. It was an 0-3 loss versus Williams early in the season, but then since then, 1-2 versus now number 10 Wesleyan. That was a tight game that went into overtime. 2-3 loss versus MIT, who's currently at 23rd in the country. And then an overtime loss to Hartwick, a heartbreaker that they're just coming off as the ball makes it to the defensive end for the Garnet Chargers. They'll be able to gain control, but now contested. Moving backwards a little bit to try to find some space. Gets it up the near sideline, deflected off in the Ithaca's stick. A whistle will send it the way of Union. Dangerous sequence there, but seems like Union's able to get control past midfield. And a poor tip by Ithaca will give it back to Union on the sideline right around the 50-yard line. So Union's been putting up good fights so far this season. Been able to score a lot in many of their wins, but not as much in their losses, playing much closer opponents in those few games that they haven't been able to take down. Now in the near corner, maneuvering past 2 white jerseys, but ends up losing control. Stopped for a second. Looks like she wanted a whistle, but Ithaca will carry it up the sideline. Has space in the middle. 2 defenders able to get in the hole. And that pass goes past the sprinting Ithaca player up the sideline. A little bit of confusion here. I don't know why Union wasn't going for the ball. Maybe thought that one was tipped. Either way, it will be Union. Chip up the near sideline. Gets it to the 50 with Union control stopped. Back the way of Ithaca before a whistle. Players to watch out for on these teams. Maddie Greco, leading goal scorer for Union, has 10 coming today. She's the junior forward from Scarsdale. On the other side, a very widespread scoring range. They have 3 players with 3 goals apiece. So a lot more difficult to look for who you want on this Ithaca team to score. As Union gets possession, sends it inside the circle before it's spit right back out by the Ithaca defense. Tester near sideline, goes off an Ithaca player. Now a good move, gets it past. Starts to try to move it up the sideline. Now swarmed by 2 black jerseys. A poke sends it out of bounds, staying the way of Ithaca. Neither team able to possess it offensively much so far today. No shots on goal for either side. I don't think even any attempted shots until now. Finally, first opportunity comes, and it will turn into a corner. In net today for Union. We've seen some different players throughout the season. It's been Sophie Brady in net today. It's been pretty well split between her and Tess Parker. Sophie, the senior, getting the go today, and now needing her first big stop on this corner. Ball near side of the net. 12 o'clock in front of Brady. Takes a deflection out front. Near side pipe. Tried to tip it in. No luck as Union gets possession. Throws off the mass. And will start on there. Clear. Ball almost makes it through a gap between two Ithaca forwards. But unable to. Union reverses to the far sideline. A couple confusing whistles there. Union has to go back to around the 25. Union around midfield. Contested ball makes it past the 40. Heads in deep to Union territory. Another Union possession cut short. Haven't been able to possess it, but that's been true for both sides today. One corner opportunity for Ithaca, but no shots on goal yet. Or actually, I'm sorry to say that was one shot on goal. That one tipped on the near post. Tried to get in, but Sophie Brady did a good job of keeping it out. Chipped down the far sideline, intercepted by Union. They're going to go up the middle this time. Good move. Swipes it past an Ithaca midfielder. Chips to the near sideline. Union has some space to get it up. Deflected and able to be saved by the Bombers for going out. Now a flurry of possessions. Tied up. Hops to the 30 before going to Ithaca. Sent to the far side. Now out. Ball's going to stay Ithaca possession. 9:22 left in the first. Ithaca's been a relatively low-scoring team so far. I mean, they've played many difficult games, but their losses and victories, they've tended to stay below 1 or 2 goals, besides a few blowouts. Union, a relatively similar record, but still has almost double the goals of Ithaca for their season. Ball almost makes it past an Ithaca defender. Going to get caught up in the corner here. Is sent out. Now Union has a chance to try to possess it on the offensive end. Near corner, Hot takes a unlucky hop over the outstretched stick of Bobby Serino, one of the leading assisters on this Union offense. Sisters, don't think I've ever said that one before. Contested in the corner, goes the way of the Bombers. Union quickly gets on top of it, trying to turn this their own way with a forecheck. They will around the 30, trying to break back in. Whistle sends it Union's way. That's Dorsey with it. Dorsey sends it in, bounces off the post, goes out wide. Intelligently ignored by Maeve Clark in net for the Bombers today. Beautiful September day. Kind of tough to call it September. It's going to get to 75 today. And I believe it's supposed to get even hotter later this weekend, up to 80 maybe tomorrow, before finally breaking for a little cold spell later in the week. Maybe get some actually September feeling weather. Tested on the far sideline. Player stop for a second. A long pass makes it past anyone in the midfield trying to intercept it. Might go all the way. It will. Union player tried to give it a chase, but unsuccessful. Ithaca starting it up on the clear. Chip down, goes wide right. Been following the Ryder Cup this weekend. Looked like McElroy's chip earlier went wide right into the bunker. That one slides out of bounds a little bit early, but Union will give it right back at the 40-yard line. Nice Ithaca crowd showing out here. Union parents and Ithaca both populating the stands on this side. You can also see some parents and tents and such flowing in for the football game later today. A little bit of a reverse schedule from normal. Field hockey earlier in the day, 1 p.m., and then football coming on at 5. Far sideline, Union intercepts, sends it through the legs of an Ithaca midfielder and keeps it going through a swarm of white jerseys. Now has to send it up the sideline, gets intercepted by Ithaca. Some contact near midfield as Union will try to break in again. Ball swiped up the near sideline, hit again. That one has too much heat on it. Unable to be stopped by the Union attacker. Actually, whistle will send it Union's way. Too busy looking at the camera, didn't see the call. But Ithaca will have to rush back in. A little bit of a tired defense there. thought they were good to go back to the offensive end. Trying to break through in this corner. Ithaca's done a phenomenal job defending. Finally get chipped through, and instantly goes back to an Ithaca stick. And again, break it through, but too hot to be controlled. Breaks through the 30. Heading on in, but a whistle sends it the way of Ithaca. Union parents seem upset at that call. Still neither team able to find much footing besides that one corner attempt for Ithaca. It's been very limited offense, kind of what you come to expect from this Ithaca team. Only get to the statistic in a second. Don't want you to be able to see the game, but through 9 games, only 26 points, and that's including a few high-level blowouts through there. Should run some statistics on their scores, but that's including a 4-0 win, a 3-0 win, a 9-0 win. The rest of their games, it stayed pretty tight versus Union has 43 on the season. Sorry, get you up with the camera a little bit as Ithaca takes control on the 40, starts it with aggressive, sends one about shoulder high. Able to break through. Now Ithaca sends a baseline. Ithaca player takes a shoulder to the chest, goes down. No refs searching in their pockets. We'll keep play going. I didn't have a good angle on that one. Didn't seem like a particularly malicious play. Makes it into the circle, has an opportunity. Union's going to be able to swarm it, get down quick. And it looks like someone took a kick on that one. Going to be a second corner for the Bombers. The first one, they had a decent opportunity, able to find a player on the near post. Swiped, but Sophia Brady thwarted that quickly with a nice pad block to keep the score at 0-0. The multitude of dogs in the stands coming out for the nice day. I feel like I've seen at least 6 so far. I can hear them barking, trying to root for this Ithaca team. Going to start to the left side of the net. Comes up top right as Sophie Brady switches sides. Shot comes in and makes it through. Looks like that might have went 5-hole on Brady. And on just their second shot of the day, Ithaca gets a goal. 1-0 Bombers, 3:13 left in the first. This Ithaca crowd has come alive. Excited to see their team score. They've come out with a good population today. A quick switch leaves Ithaca a little late getting in to start their clear. Union has to be able to break through on the offensive end. No shots so far today. Whistle sends it the way of the Bombers. Going to try their luck up the far sideline. Race their way through midfield. Now it's a race down into the corner. Ithaca will get there first. Ridden out by the Union player. Starts back up top for the Bombers. Quickly intercepted by Union. Going to try to keep pace going the other way. Slowed at midfield. Whistles will help Union out as they send a rocket down low. Quickly gets back in an Ithaca stick. Makes it past one defender up the sideline. Only one remains. Union tripped up as they're trying to head back the other way. Taking possession on the sideline as it went out off Ithaca. Union's really tried to break this near right corner. Has not been very successful so far today. See if they try something else. They've just been unable to break through, and the few times they've had, it's been far and wide. Now finally making it to the circle near that end line on the far side. So Ithaca makes another good takeaway to break Union out of the offensive zone. That one a little far, unable to be controlled. 1:07 left in the first. Union just looking for any kind of offense to have a little bit of, I don't want to say hope. There's obviously hope. It's a 1-0 game, and I think Union's been playing pretty well, but get some momentum going into this second quarter of finding a little bit of offense here. Has some space. Ithaca player takes down a Union. No whistles. Heads out. Just under 40 seconds left. Union might have another opportunity. They'll also bring this one around the horn if they want to. Oh, and kind of shorts the pass. Ends up free for Ithaca. 2 Union players able to get back. And a good play. I believe that was Cat. Yeah, number 23, Cat Brunn. Almost all alone on the inside. Able to make a play to prevent a possible break at Ithaca. Under 10 seconds. Ithaca will send one down the sideline. That'll go past any Bombers. And that'll end our first quarter, 1-0 Ithaca. Not much offense, but Ithaca, off their second corner attempt, is able to get one in. We'll be back in just 2 minutes for the second quarter. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Back for the second quarter. It's currently been a riveting matchup between the Union College Garnet Chargers and the Ithaca Bombers. First quarter, pretty back and forth. Not much offense. Not much offense for either side. But Ithaca able to break through on their second corner. Now coming up the sideline, stopped by Union. They'll get a whistle heading their way. Ithaca was able to break through on that second corner. I'll try to get you the goal score in a minute, but juggling a few things here. Near midfield, had some contact. Ball goes out. Union will take up residence. Reverses side, comes to the near sideline. That one goes far right, out of bounds. Ithaca will take over around the 50-yard line. Chip over the head of the Union defenders. It's going to be a race to the corner that a Union player will win. Tied up in that near corner now. Weasel keeps it the way of the Bombers. Tripped up in Union offensive territory. They'll find in the corner, chip to the inside, doesn't find anyone but an Ithaca stick. Whistle sends it the other way. Intercepted by Union, opportunity here. Almost broke past one, but a good defensive play sends it back Ithaca's way. Union College has played so far today relatively well defensively. That one corner opportunity definitely fighting them as a nice shot from up top that made its way past Brady. Besides that, I think the fight through midfield has been pretty even. But Union just has not been able to break through on the offensive side and get one on Cage. Currently leaving goalie Maeve Clark untested. 11-22. Restart coming just inside the 20 for the Bombers. They swipe this one down into the corner. Going to try to take it along the goal line. Briefly stopped by Union, but it's going to stay with Ithaca. Gets chipped up. Fought both sides. Union able to take it away. And then a whistle will keep it going their way. Kicked away. First save of the day from Maeve Clark. First time Union's gotten one near the cage. They had one, I don't know, maybe a couple inches off to the right earlier, but it wasn't a true shot. Just one that happened to trickle into the area. This call goes the way of Union. They'll take this one up top at the 30. Gets in on the inside. Union has a chance, tries to send it around and in, and has another one. Fans on both. Two opportunities for two different Union players, but just unable to get the shots off. One of them heavily contested. First shot came in, took a couple bounces around. And both players trying to swipe it towards the net, but just couldn't get it off their stick in the right manner. And Ithaca had a chance there, heading down the near sideline. It was contested, but it looked like they might be able to break through with a free player. Unable to get that one off. Union switches side of the field, has quite a bit of space on that far sideline, but that pass too far inside and not enough heat on it. Gets quickly picked up by Ithaca. 9:10 left in the second. Turnover at midfield. Union again unable to break it because done a great job. Really in all sides of this defense, and now that one just gets fanned on. Just misjudged, chipped towards the 40, quickly stopped by Ithaca, trying to line up one of their own. Thought they had a player by, but a Union defender lurking deep comes up and takes control. One gets deflected on the inside. Union player has the edge. Tries to make a move to the left while trying to get around the goalie. Ends up going off her shoulder pad. Ithaca's going to try to restart quick. Looks like Union gets back in time. There's a chance there. I believe that was Maddie Greco, leading scorer for Union. She tried to make a move left around goalkeeper Maeve Clark. Ends up catching a piece of her shoulder, kind of ruined the whole play. Let the Bombers chase her down. But one of the first real opportunities we've seen here, that'll count as a shot. Go to 2-1 shots, Union. I think we missed a shot earlier. Had some problems getting people on the right things, but just under 8 minutes in the second. Union carrying it down to the corner, makes it past one white jersey. Has an opportunity to send this one in, and does. Kicked away by Clark. Smart move by Clark, and good defense by Ithaca, but generally I'd say that's a positive sign for Union. This is the first couple times they've even been able to break into the circle. Previously, they've been denied at all fronts by a strong Ithaca defense. This one has some space for Ithaca. Two Ithaca players. That one goes a little bit far. Taken by a Union player. That was Devaney, sophomore defender from Watertown, Massachusetts. Making a big play to prevent a possible break for the Bombers. Ithaca trying to work up this near sideline. Deflected away by Stevens. Tries to chip over Stevens. Unsuccessful, but stays the way going. Stays going the Bombers' way. Interesting whistle near midfield. Ithaca controls around the 35. Sent towards the middle. Don't think that found any contact with Ithaca players on the inside. It's pretty much just waved away by Sophie Brady, the senior goalkeeper out of Medway, Massachusetts, making the start today, about 80% for saves on the season. Union trying to make headway the other way. Pass by Dorsey, deflected at midfield. Contested. Going both ways, whistle ruled in favor of the Bombers. They have space up the sideline. Union defenders able to stop the break, but not stop the possession. Whiffed on one. Looks like me trying to chip the ball, just chunked it. Might have been an intentional fake. Don't want to get too presumptuous here. It looked like she had her. That could have been a 2-on-1. Ithaca player gets a foot on the ball, sent to the inside. Really only finds Ithaca sick. No one there to capitalize for Union. This one's sent out wide. Now Union will take over. In the corner. That ball dribbled a little too fast and just had to try to send a whack at it to prevent it from going out. Unsuccessful. Under 5 minutes in the second. I believe this has been a much more successful quarter for Union. Limited Ithaca attempts, and they've finally found some of their own shots. Like here, sends one blocked off the foot of Clark. In again, Clark deflects. Now Union will get their own chance. First corner of the day for the Garnett Chargers. Ithaca parents starting to chant here. Could be a big momentum changer. Ithaca got their first goal off their second corner attempt to see if Union can imitate them. One chipped into the middle, deflected away by Clark before Union could get another swipe at it. That one sent in, goes off the right leg pad of Clark. Union still holding possession. And now it'll be whistled the other way. Two good shots by Union. That second one was just an inch away of finding the 5-hole on Clark, but unable to. Goes to 4 shots for Union to just 1 for Ithaca. Shipped over the heads of 2 Ithaca players, ends up in a Union defender's stick. Sent over, deflected by Ithaca, but controlled by Union. That's Vitopolova. Now Ithaca will get it out. Gets it up the near sideline. Union will get there first. Has a wall in front of him. Whacked hard, deflected. Number 23, Tony Berardi. Ithaca trying to make a play for their own after Union possessed that one on the Ithaca side of the field for quite a long time. Now 2:45, about at least 2 minutes of sustained offense by Union, which has been a struggle to find in today's game, really for either side, but especially for Union, down 1-0. Turned over to Ithaca, far sideline. They break through the 20. Get towards the corner. Send one in. Looked like Ithaca had a chance. Now they do. A diving Brady prevents it from going in, but turns it into a corner opportunity. Ithaca, their third corner of the day. Just over 2 minutes left in the second. Union defended the first corner quite well. The second one, obviously, is the game-leading goal. That one came from a far outstretched pass. Shot comes, deflected by a Union player in the middle. Number 7, Luna Coronel. First-year defender from Carl Place, New York. Comes up with a big deflection to prevent the shot on goal. Top middle for Ithaca. Sends one in. Deflected out front by a Union player. Tries to get the rebound and go. Kicked away by Sophie Brady. Whistle goes the way of Union. Masks get thrown away, and they'll start up the clear. That's Kat Brunn. Chip to the 40. Time and space for the Union midfielder. That one goes a little far right. Turned over by the Garnet Chargers. 1:23 left in the second. Union able to take possession. Goes back the way of Ithaca. Ithaca not many players on this offensive end. Takes it around the goal line, and that one just gets ran out. Going back the way of Union. Only going to have about 30 seconds. Would be impressive if they could get that down to the other end in that time. Whacked down. Ithaca player connects, but goes down as they do. Tested in the middle. Union will take it. 10 seconds. Have to do something miraculous with this, and it'll be turned over, and that'll pretty much end the half. 1-0 Ithaca. Union able to find 4 shots in that period to 1 for the Bombers. Looking to get a comeback with a goal in the third. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to the second half of what's been a riveting matchup between Ithaca College and Union College Garnet Chargers. We're just 30 seconds into the second half. Had a quick injury stoppage. Didn't seem like anything too serious. Player walked off pretty quickly as Union gains possession. Sides switch. Now Union working in front of their own bench. Looking a little too fast on the restart, quickly turn it over, and what looked like it was setting up like a nice offensive set for Union. Now they'll have to start out a little bit farther. Start on the sideline, they just head back, almost intercepted by Ithaca. Maybe a little bit too much stress for the Union player as they then fumbled that pass on their own. Union working up the far sideline now, trying to break through. Give me a little game recap. First quarter was heavy back and forth between these two teams. Really no offensive opportunities for either. Eventually Ithaca found their first corner, unsuccessful, but got a shot on net, and then since then found a second corner later in that first and was able to put that one in. A long shot, just top left of Sophie Brady. Found its way in. Union couldn't really find any offense in that first quarter, but in the second quarter started to find their footing as you see Sophie Brady take a long dive. Ithaca player went over her. I think the call will be for an Ithaca corner, their fifth of the day. Since then, Union had a lot more success on offense in that second quarter. Ithaca kind of turned it around a little bit, got some corner attempts at the end, but I definitely think Union was the winner of that second quarter. They had some that seemed like they maybe should have went, but just weren't able to quite get the final touches on them. It looked like they were trying to set up a play, but neither player knew where they should go as that one came in hot, went off the chest of Sophie Brady. Union player able to maneuver it to the outside, now finds it up the sideline. And a long one will make it past the defender. Union has a chance. A little bit of miscommunication on the pass. A good poke will slow them down. Some confusion here is going to give Ithaca time to recover. One looked out before it got shipped. It's going to stay the way of Ithaca. Now Ithaca will go the other way. A briefly dangerous play for the Bombers. But Union wasn't able to quite stay on the same page. It was a quick pass that didn't seem fully ready for it. Took the Union player back a step, let Ithaca catch up. Could have been a good give and go if both players were just a little more dialed in. Now Union makes it down to the corner, has to make it past one more white jersey. Gets the cross off, but no luck, as there was two Bombers in the way to make sure that didn't get towards center. Now Whistle sends it back the way of Ithaca. Union's making good pushes into the Ithaca side. That one was whipped across the field. Eventually got blocked by Union around the 50. Union makes progress into the corner. But a good block sends it the other way. That was number 2. And Leach, senior defender, making a good play down low. Union player gets run over after the whistle. And a card comes out First of the day is going to be a green against number 9, Sadie Ruiz. Giving Union an advantage. If there's a time to score, it's now. Gets into the corner, briefly fumbles it, now gets one across, deflected up by Ithaca. They'll try to clear it out at the far sideline, no luck. Union moves around the horn. Bounces into the circle, but no luck. Union going to try again to break it in, has space, whiffs, now gets it in off the Ithaca player, no one there to capitalize. Now, Ithaca able to successfully get a good clear. This pass will hold him up, but won't really cause the turnover for that Union needed. Now they'll send it the other way. Quickly blocked again, trying to be a little too aggressive with that pass. Poked out by Union, stays the way of the Bombers. Working up the sideline, gets it past one. Trying to work past a second and will get it through. Now in the corner. Going to send one across. That one's a little too tight. Ends up getting stopped by Union, trying to poke it out in front of the net. Unsuccessfully. It's going to be off on the Bombers up top for Union. One makes it inside, quickly swiped away by white jersey. Now sends one near the post, unsuccessful, no one there for Union to give it a poke. Intercepted quickly on the near sideline. As Maddie Greco, leading goal scorer for Union, trying to make a play to turn this one around. Low chip goes in between two white jerseys. Couple of good taps, get it going Union's way up the sideline. Sends it through, finds a sea of white, and he'll head the other way. And now one finally makes through for Union to a deflection off of the goalkeeper for bouncing in. I'll get you the score in just a second. First one make its way past Clark on Union's fourth shot of the day. 1-1. 6:37 left in the third. Ithaca working hard to get this lead back. Call that one off on Ithaca, going Union's way with just under 6 minutes left in the third. Ball heads wide across, had some heat on it, unable to be tapped in by the Union player. Heads out on the near sideline. Going to be a clear for Ithaca. Under 5 minutes now to play in this third. Long ball up the sideline, chased down. Number 25, Macy Goodwin, first-year defender. Castleton, Vermont. So that one went out. Blocked down again by Goodwin. Now goes off on Goodwin's stick. Tried to be blocked by Ithaca, but that one took a hop over. Stays the way of Union. Now they'll gain possession, trying to clear up the near sideline. Tied up almost at the 30. Goodwin pulls it back. Swarm two white jerseys, trying to split them. Knocked out by, going to say, off Union. Whiffed on the chip, going back the way of Union. They have space at the near sideline. They keep that one in. Crossing pass doesn't find its mark. Intercepted by Ithaca in the center. Chip makes its way to the near sideline. They're going to be safe for now, trying to fight this one up. Long pass going to go extended past the corner. Out on Ithaca on the end line. 2:30 left in the third. Ithaca trying to make a play, no luck. Whistle goes the way of Union. Long sweep, no black jerseys down on that end to capitalize. Gonna push the Ithaca clear all the way back to their own end. They'll try their luck up the far sideline. Contested, Union going the other way. Taking some speed, blocked by Ithaca, tied up at the 40. Sent wide and right. Stays the way of Union. Took off the leg of an Ithaca player. Staying Union. Hard hit to the inside. And that one not going to be touched by Maeve Clark. No goal. Aggressive try there to find some offense for Union. Union up in shots, 5-3. Just over a minute left in this third quarter. Ithaca's make it hard to push to find their point back, but Union's really had the best of the offense in these second and third quarters. Ithaca making some progress up the middle. Not much time on the clock. Whistle keeps it going their way. Trying their luck up the middle. Switches back to the near sideline. Hard whack off a Union stick. Riding up the near sideline. Whistle goes Ithaca. Green card coming out. That one's going to go against number 2, Durvaj. First-year midfielder from Slingerlands, New York. Opens up a big opportunity for Ithaca with 30 seconds left. Blocked by Union on the inside, trying to find some space. Tied up at the 20. They get the progress, get out past the 40. 15 seconds left. Gonna need a break if they have it. Deflects off Ithaca. They could have got that pass off. There would have been a chance. But that'll end our third quarter. 1-1. Union ties it up. Going into the fourth. Green card will carry over. We'll be back in 2 minutes for the fourth quarter. Back for the fourth quarter. Already an opportunity for Ithaca. That one dangerously swept out in front. Had a chance, but no Ithaca players to contribute. Now kicked out to the far corner. Sent up the sideline for Union. Makes it past a white jersey. And that'll end what was quickly a dangerous sequence to start the fourth quarter for Union College. Trying to make their own plays happen. Going up the sideline, that's Halliday. One goes long down the sideline, going to be controlled by Ithaca. Goes 5-hole, finds space, player goes down. Looks like there was a whistle. It's going the way of Union. Maneuver through his 2 white jerseys, sends one rocketing down the middle. Doesn't find contact with either the Ithaca or the Union player, but actually I think that did end up tipping off the second Ithaca player. She tries to send it up the sideline quick after chasing it down. That goes out of bounds, turnover to Union. Turnover on their defensive side for Ithaca. Ill-controlled pass, but now Union tries to go to the corner too quick. Chased down, poked out by Ithaca. No turnover there, but definitely a dangerous pass as Union tries to work down this end line. Swarmed by 2 white jerseys. Makes it past one. Now Ithaca on the clear. Unsuccessful. Gets through. They got some space inside the circle. Send it into the middle quickly and controlled by Ithaca. Trying to break out to the sideline to get out of danger. Union not going to let them clear this easily. It's heavily contested in the corner before a whistle saves Ithaca. Pass for Union. That's going to have too much heat on it. Nobody able to chase it down. Turning back to Ithaca. Union on the clear. Moving back through, but finds herself in some danger. Ithaca briefly takes it away. Union pokes it through. Clear goes out to midfield. Rocket down the middle. Doesn't find any contact. Turns back the way of the Bombers. Whistle in favor of the Garnet Chargers. Staying passive, they'll move it back to Goodwin. Goodwin sends it up. Working through Dorsey. Dorsey, 2 white jerseys on her. Turns it over via whistle. Union quick on the forecheck, causes a turnover on the sideline. Halliday starting it back up. Swipe across the middle, deflected before it made its way into the circle. And a quick another turnover for Ithaca. Union needs to be able to break in. They're trying to do it again through this corner. Tries to chip it around her defender. No good. Quickly knocked down. But Union will take it right back. That's Dorsey. Working hard, gets in the corner, going baseline into the circle. Greco. Greco fighting versus multiple jerseys. Just barely trickled out. I think whistle. Give it back to Union. Went out on Ithaca. Near side. Union's been working through this corner with Greco all day. One sent in, quickly deflected out. Still out off Ithaca. Good time of possession here for Union College. Under 9 minutes to go. but still quite a lack of offensive opportunities. Got to get it in, got to get shots on net. They do have more than Ithaca today, but maybe not quite the same prevalence of opportunities. Now Greco has it on the inside. Ithaca player on her back. And that's going to be a corner. Corner opportunity, first one in a while for Union. They had some in the second corner, was unsuccessful. Now they got time and space. Defender able to make it in time. So through the 5-hole, and they'll clear it out. Another corner opportunity. Looked like Union had the time and space for a shot there, but took a little too long. Trying to set it up, worrying about maybe making it a little too perfect. Turns into a failed shot, but they've got another corner opportunity. And that first one looked like it had enough space. Just under 8:30 to go. Union's third corner of the day. They got 5 shots compared to 3 for the Bombers. It's going top middle of Clark. Chip to the inside, goes off an Ithaca stick. And then knocked out of the air and tipped in. Have to get a number on that. But Union will go up 2-1. Shot went just a little bit right off an Ithaca stick, took a high arc towards the near side post, and then tipped in. Sorry, I've done a poor job at finding the numbers today. The small numbers on the front of the jerseys in field hockey always a little bit of a switch up. And that's Medi Greco again. Who else do you expect? Leading goal scorer, 10 coming in to today. And then got to give credit to Megan Dorsey. She took that shot off the point. So really what created the play, forcing that ball up into the air for Greco to finish. Looking for their first ranked win of the year. Union College is leading versus Ithaca. Ithaca now has possession, moves inside the circle. And it's a corner going the other way. 6th of the day for the Bombers. Nerve-wracking for Union. First lead of the day. Just 8 minutes away from their first ranked win of the season. They got to find a way to defend here. They've done a great job, really. I think past 2 quarters, 2.5 quarters, I guess, have really been wins for them. Just got to keep that momentum going for these final 8 minutes. There's been few opportunities for Ithaca, but mostly off of the corners as they've had a mass of those attempts. Only scored 1. That was their second. This one finds its way to the inside. And the whistle saves it. Ithaca had a player on that near side post who was looking to put it in. I think Union would have been able to get there to stop it, but who can tell? Either way, the whistle from the ref makes a big-time difference, pulling away that attempt for Ithaca. Union try to clear up the near sideline. Heavily contested. 2 white jerseys around Goodwin. Now goes the other way. Crossing pass. Goes between 5-hole of a Union player. Finds Purchase on the inside. No good. Trickles out far left of the net. 7:15. Dapson starting up the clear. Going up the far sideline this time. Finds some space. Now off of Ithaca. Continuing up past the 50. Tied up now. Whistle sends it Union's way. You don't want to become too complacent here if you're Union. Got to keep pushing. 6:30. I mean, might seem like not quite a lot of time, especially with how fast field hockey moves. Sometimes as Union gets some purchase down the goal line, finds contact and loses it. Doesn't even go out for Ithaca. Good forecheck, Union. They quickly lose it. Pops up. Ithaca's trying to push it their way. Whistle will give it to the Bombers. Chip to the 50. Knocked down by Union. Sent up the sideline, makes it to the 35. Pro-Union whistle with 5:30 left in the fourth quarter. Expert move, chips in the inside, flies off the post. Now it's going to be kicked away. A dangerous moment there for Clark. She thought that one was going clear wide of the cage. Union holds possession. Ithaca player gets tripped up. Stick to the foot, going to be a card, green for Union. Number 17, Dapson, heads to the box. Just under 5 minutes to play. Shot down the goal line, deflected out by Union. Going right back to Ithaca. Under 4:30 to go. You don't want to be watching the clock too much here if you're Union, as now Ithaca has an opportunity, whiffs it. Hot one. Looks like that might have gotten some contact with Ithaca on the way through. It's a great shot to buy some space for the Garnett Chargers, especially with the low time on the clock. 50 seconds left on the green card as Union takes possession near midfield, bounces it off an Ithaca player. Anything that could buy them a few seconds, both on this game and on the green card, Union will gladly take. One rockets to the middle, collected by Union. They got space on the near sideline, but a whistle will send it the other way. Union controlling it near sideline now. Trying to split the two players. Ithaca player kept trying to push that one up the field. Might have cost herself a few important seconds as this game's getting low time. Eventually the turnover comes. Ithaca at midfield. Ruled Union's ball. Hard whack up the middle, finds an Ithaca player. Gonna head right back. Union just trying to buy as much space and time as they can. But you don't want to. And now that'll be an opportunity coming for Ithaca, a corner. Union maybe become becoming a little too complacent, just trying to run out the clock. You got to keep playing. They're just trying to whack it out of the defensive end, buy themselves some time, but it's leading to some undue turnovers. .203 in the fourth. 2-1 Union College looking for their first ranked win, just 2 minutes away. Corner opportunity, 7th of the day for Ithaca. Their first goal came on their second corner early in the first quarter. This one heads top middle, makes its way out of the circle. Swipe no good. Hits off the chest of Sophie Brady, and now it's whistled to favor Union. Union looking to calm down here. 1:45 left in the game. Got to set up a decent clear before. They've just been trying to whack it out of the zone, but really haven't settled down and fought up the sidelines like they've been doing well all game. This time they go far sideline. Find some space, hits an Ithaca stick, goes out of bounds. Each one of those buys Union an important few seconds. Union sends it back to their defense. 4 players on the inside, playing this conservatively. Chip up the sideline, bounces off Ithaca. Now sent up for Union. Gain possession near the middle. Still fighting. Poked away, but whistle keeps it away of the Bombers. Under a minute to go. Stopped by Union. Possession at the 30. Fighting hard. Whistle goes the way of Union. Union goes for a quick restart there, surprisingly. Turns around. Here, take it back if they can waste time on the defensive end. And they'll just roll out to the corner with 35 seconds left. How much time can they buy just holding it here? Doesn't seem like enough to end the game, but it's working out well so far. Under 20. Sent in unsuccessfully. Whistle goes in favor of Union. 15 seconds, and I think this will be it. As Union will take their time on the restart. Take the ball, and they'll dribble out to the corner. It'll be a 2-1 win for Union. First ranked win of the season. Coming over. Number 22 ranked Ithaca. Union moves to 6-4. Big win against the Bombers. 6 shots to 3, 3 corners to 7. Ithaca took the lead early, but Union really dominated that game for 3 quarters to come out with the victory. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you later back here on Frank Bailey for Union College football coming on at 5. Thank you for tuning in and have a good day.